Hello, hello, hello. Am I coming through? Is my audio okay? How is it going? That seems fine. How about the game audio? Is that coming through? Okay, that seems like decent levels. I will. Actually, have I just been silent this whole time? That was... Oh, I switched to imports. Well, this is really getting back into the swing of things. So you know what? I've definitely been silent this whole time, and I'm sorry about that. So, welcome to a live episode of BacklogBusters. I've been recording in silence for a little bit. If you're joining us after the fact, welcome. I'm going to try to keep this as interesting as possible, and if you're here joining us live, what we're going to do is I picked up a PlayStation TV, PlayStation Vita TV, PlayStation, or PSTV, I think is the other name for it, whatever you want to call it. And the reason I picked this up, even though for years I put this off, even when they were dirt cheap, I put this off, I didn't think I'd have a use for it. But now that I want to capture footage of Vita games and PSP games and PlayStation 1 games, now seemed like the time to actually get one. Would I have rather have gotten one when they were like $20? Yeah. But it's still going to be helpful to capture footage. One of the main things is when I was playing Tomba, Tomba didn't look the crispest that I kind of wanted it to. And what I had read is that the PlayStation 3 applies a bilinear filter, a soft one, to the image of anything upscaled. So Tomba 1 and 2 came out a little soft, more soft than I would want on a PS1 game, where most of the time you're getting like super crisp pixels, or on like the PS5 or through emulation you'd get no pixels because you get really high resolution, sharp polygons. So this is an effort to get digital PS1 games looking better, and I have quite a few digital PS1 games because they are much cheaper on the PS3 store than anywhere else. So I wanted to pick these up and actually, you know, have some stuff to play it in the best quality so that it looks nice for y'all. Okay, there, you can hear me now. Thank you. I wish I'd scrolled down earlier, Will, to see that people couldn't hear me because I felt like I was talking for like 10 minutes with nothing. How are y'all doing, Mary and Will? Can you ask Finney to come put his harness on so we can go out on a walk? It feels late for a walk. It's all dark out. He probably doesn't want to go out. He's too scared. Yeah, so one of the main reasons I have this is so I can play PlayStation 1 digital games that were all very expensive before. Things like, I do have digital or physical copies of Mega Man Legends 1 and 2, but The Misadventures of Tron Bonne is wildly expensive, and it's nice to be able to get it for $5.99 on the PS3 store, so these will hopefully look really crisp. The other ones we can play are PSP games, so I had a bunch of digital PSP games, which I do have cables to hook my PSP up to the retro tank and do all of that, but this is maybe easier, and for longer recording sessions maybe it's better than my PSP running with the huge cable dangling out of it. I also picked up the Persona 1 and 2 remakes on here. I had Persona 3 portable, but that's everywhere now, so if we ever want to go back and do those, that'll be helpful. And then yeah, some PS Vita games, which I do not have a ton of, but I was picking up some exclusives here, and I have some physical on the shelves. So main thing is PS1 games, and that's probably what I'm going to start with on here. Let's see. We'll just look at some Mega Man Legends. Mary, I'm not doing good. Oh no. If your seeds get rained on, don't they just start growing? Isn't that a good thing? You're just planting them without trying? Probably not. So let me boot up. I think Mega Man Legends 2 is probably nicer to look at. We'll do this one. And then supposedly record on this. Who's gonna eat 5 packs of radishes? I guess that's a good point. But, I mean, you got the radishes, so, like, you obviously wanted them. You just maybe didn't want as much all at once. So luckily, with the Tink 5, or what, 4K here, there are a bunch of things to handle this, so I can choose like different PS1 stuff. Right now I'm just on Vita 720p, so I think it's scaling it up, and I do not remember the way to have it scale at natural. Maybe it was an option in here. That's the wrong button. Disk load speed, controller settings. Well, there's some way that doesn't scale up completely. Let's just start the game. So I don't know if... does Hannah want a garden? No, I don't think Hannah wants the garden. So I remember I have played through these Mega Man Legends games, so maybe I'll just do a video sometime just going more in depth on them. I haven't played the Misadventures of Tron Bonne, so that's what I'm very interested in playing. But these were ones, these were one of the like several games that I had strategy guides for yet didn't own the game, just because it seemed like such a fun world. I loved the like art style of this and the way you could actually like apply different buster guns and they would show up on your character. That was a big thing, I feel like, in this era for me at least, was the pixel art. Sometimes you just see the same character even if you swapped out your sword or weapon, and in this you would actually see the changes that just seemed mind-blowing. Uh-oh. I'm going on a walk. Wow. I mean, I'm sure Finn enjoys someone talking about video games. He'd rather be inside anyways, so he probably just needs something to distract himself for being dragged outside. It sounds like this walk is more for you, Mary, than Finn if he was so reluctant. I don't actually remember if... Okay, there we go. Oh, that missed. Mega Man Legends 2 was also very impressive because after playing 1 with no right stick camera control, this helped a ton. Oh, because a lot of those early PS1 games where you had to just use the bumpers to turn the camera, it's a little rough, not gonna lie. And I think there's... You know, this view is like super zoomed in. I must have the wrong setting on this. Okay. Okay. I really do not remember how to put the monkey out. Okay, there we go. I was talking about right stick control and I wasn't even using it. Please don't touch. Okay, just stand still. Let me put the fire out. Oh my gosh.
Mega Man, I should have the sprinklers back online soon. Hang in there for just a little longer.
Please. Please, small monkey.
Mega Man, I'm going to turn them on, so you better get out of here.
Okay. Let me apply a different profile, because I'm now realizing, wow, this is so cut off, and it's because I didn't even try a different one. Let's just do PS1 generic. It'll pause for a second. Hopefully be the correct resolution. There we go.
Mega Man, we're here. We've caught.
And let's go 1440p because that's a little easier on this capture card. There we go.
This is your live update. Although the sulfur bomb's hull was damaged.
I'm just going to skip some of these cutscenes. Y'all will have to miss out on the story because really I just want to test this thing out. But yeah, now that it's zoomed out, it looks good now that you see the rest of the game. That's probably why it was so hard to aim. I couldn't see around. But yeah, just this game with its like bright colors, even though I'm snowed out here, it was just so cool to see this in motion. I mainly remember seeing commercials for it, seeing it in stores, and then I eventually got to play it, and it was very fun. I feel like my expectations were extremely high just because I was a huge Mega Man fan of just the artwork and all the levels and enemies and everything like that. I never really knew how this would play, but I think it plays like really well. Maybe you could have some complaints about the like dual analog being a little stiff because I couldn't aim and hit that monkey, or sorry, put the fire out on the monkey. But it's still, I feel like this game is so charming, and I love, honestly, this had the same, like, to me it has the same look as Wind Waker, because you have these enemies with these kind of, I don't know the best way to describe it, like faces painted on. Like their faces are flat textures, or that really animated, anime-esque look to them. And I feel like it looks really, really good and holds up really well because it's so bright and expressive. You don't have the thing where they're going for super detailed, realistic human faces and then it's just like a few pixels by the end of it. Like, you get, well, it is a few pixels, but you actually get to see detail, and they like these faces as you get close and as the cutscenes go in, even though it is pixelated, they fit with the pixelated style, and I feel like it looks really good. Maybe I'm alone there. Let's see, where did roll go to? Maybe I should have read those descriptions. Oh, there we go. Nope, sorry, I didn't mean to kick. I meant to talk. And I'm trying to remember, I think in the first game, you're traveling with Roll's grandfather? It's kind of a Dr. Light stand-in, but Roll's parents were always missing, so you're trying to figure out in this game where they are, where they went to. And I just remember this game's story ramping up so much. Like, the first one I remember being a smaller scope, and this one is just ends in a huge cliffhanger. I don't know if that's a spoiler after all these years, that yes, people really wanted Mega Man Legends 3, so when it was announced for the 3DS and then canceled, it really, really hurt. Especially because we never even got the demo that was meant to judge if people would be interested in it. It was supposed to be the like, oh, if enough people download the demo, we'll make the full game. And then they didn't even release the demo because Kenji Inafune left. My dad's gone to the ruins. Okay, I need to go to the ruins. I'd just love for them to re-release these games in a collection, because they're just so cool. Yeah, and if you fix things up with like, just made it maybe a little easier to aim, made some things, some small improvements, I feel like these would play really well, especially when I see people run these through, you know, really fancy emulators where it looks super crisp. It's really nice looking. That is a fox, not a dog. Right? It seems like a foxtail. And I feel like, yeah, you could do like minimal work to these. It is still so sad to me that like the only version you can get of these are, they had a PSP re-release, then they had it digital on the PS3, and never any other time. Especially with how many, like, they've released every other Mega Man collection with the Mega Man original series, the Mega Man X series. Everything is out there. Why are they holding Legends back from us? I hope these are the mines. These have got to be the mines, right? Also, I'm remembering this game has very good music, too. But yeah, this game has kind of, if you've never played it, it has Zelda-esque dungeons. Like, you are exploring dungeons as you go through. You are fighting enemies, finding kind of keys to unlock the like boss room and fight the boss. A lot of times you will find key parts in these dungeons. Sometimes you have to take them back to get like crafted. Also, you can really see my compulsion here of that I need to go to every corner to uncover this map. Okay, we're picking up Reaver bots, the enemies. And that other game I mentioned, The Adventures of Tron Bonne, that's the one that feels like it's a, you kind of fight off against a Team Rocket-esque group in a lot of this game. And Misadventures of Tron Bonne is one of those very enemies that is like friendly and slightly funny in a way that is... Oh, I even forgot there was a lock-on. Wow, I'm not doing this game justice. It's very fun. Let's open this chest up. Oh, well, this is not where we were supposed to go. Let's go down the side paths. I don't know how long I want to spend on every single game. We'll see. I just mainly wanted to give a taste of PlayStation TV. Which again, what a weird console. It's like basically the innards of a PlayStation Vita ripped out of the screen and controller housing it was in, and then just released with the HDMI cable. I got old hover jets, so I wonder if I can equip those and show like some of the inventory stuff. And maybe I'm mixing them up, but at one point in these games you do get the ability to oh, there we go. Okay. Old hover jets. Okay, I've got to wait for Roll to make them. But you do get these like almost rollerblade-like jets that you can roam around with that are very cool. I guess when I say rollerblade-like, you're thinking maybe there's some momentum. There's not really. It's just like you hold and you do this kind of sliding movement that makes you move a lot faster. But it's definitely appreciated. And yeah, the shooting is maybe a little bit clunky, maybe, but I still think it's fun. It is like circle strafing for infinity, and then you just kind of do that until the enemies are gone. But you know what? It's still pretty fun to do all the dodging and stuff. And yeah, I just love these like ruin designs with these like little lines running all through them. It has a very mysterious world, and it's just very interesting. Like all the Reaver bots and the history in here is really good. Uh-oh. Is there a big Reaver bot in here I gotta fight off? Oh, I guess I'll walk up on the special platform meant for this. Let's see this monster. And right now you can see like flashing on the right, that kind of controls my like the speed which I can fire my buster. And so you'll get upgrades to even like attach cannons to your arm and like get different shot types and everything, or just to make it so that you can rapid fire and do other things in here. It feels very customizable, and I feel like that's the Mega Man X had like the different armor types and everything that you could apply, and that was really cool to kind of change up your character, but it was more just those were collectibles you found. I guess I haven't played through any of the X games, but from what I remember, I don't think there was like a you build my Mega Man. It always seemed like those games were more that you are getting the armor, that's the good armor, and then you kind of move on in those. But let's see where our exit is. And this one, yeah, you kind of craft your Mega Man. I know there are like, there's probably the specific thing of what you want to. have, but let's collect this now that the barrier's down. Nice. Let's go, Mega Man. Oh, can we look at these plans? No. Okay. Let's go out of here. I guess that's probably as much as I'll play for right now. Why am I just going into people's different rooms? No, I have not. Either way. Yeah, so this is Mega Man Legends, Mega Man 64, Mega Man Legends 2. This whole series is great. But let's swap out of here. And let's go to something different. I did mention that Klonoa. So again, this is the one I wanted to play when... Let me stop this and restart it. I wanted to get some footage of the original Klonoa for the Tomba video, but I just didn't have time, and that's what spurred me to get this, is so I could capture PS1 footage, because this game is very expensive, as with a lot of these PS1 games. My coaster fell. But yeah, this was another early 2.5D game. And I have the Game Boy Advance version of this, or game in the series. I don't fully know how they're all connected. Okay, Klonoa, door to Phantomville. Don't know why I read that so weird. It just makes me wonder, what did PlayStation change about these games? Because all of these are still available on PS3. Why are almost none of these on PS5 or PS4 that you can access? Okay, I guess I should listen. Jump, shoot, shoot, jump. Okay. Klonoa. And I have been impressed. The PlayStation 1 game Ape Escape I played through fully on the PS5. And their emulation setup was, I thought, very good. Sure, it didn't have the pixelated old style to make it look exactly authentic, but it was crisp, it had all the save states, it had rewind, it was a nice PS1 emulator, so I'd love for them to fill that out more, but it seems like an extremely slow trickle in a Nintendo level of slow trickle. Okay, I'm gonna skip the cutscene so we can just see what this plays like. But yeah, I had the GBA version of this. I assume they play the same, except that one was strictly 2D, didn't have any 2.5 anything going on. And hey, this looks a lot like the remake, except blocky. I do wonder what the difference is. But yeah, very Tomba, like my 2D animated character here. Just pixel art, and then the characters are on a 3D background. Okay, let me see, I think... Right. Oh... Yeah, I remember playing playing that Game Boy Advance game and being extremely bad at it. Like, not getting far ever. I remember thinking it was very hard, and so I honestly didn't play a ton of it just because it felt so... Oh, can I throw stuff to the back? So could I hit that egg? That's cool. Let me try to grab an enemy to do that. Oh, and enemies get... Okay, that one was limited use. They give me kind of special abilities depending on what I pick up. That's cool. Honestly, I'm surprised Toma didn't do something like that, because you were grabbing onto like live enemies there. Wow, that is... Because if I go this far, it like turned the camera some, so let's see. Nice. That's cool. I like, just like in Tomba, that you can interact with things in the background here. What does this enemy do? Okay, that's like an extra life. And you've kind of got a Yoshi jump in this. Okay, let me see. You can do like a double jump because of those. Get the heart. And it seems like as long as you hit an enemy with this little grabber thing, then you're fine. I really missed that. Yeah, I will say everything here seems like exactly what was in the remake. It is a little... Yeah, I'm a little sad that the remake doesn't have a just copy of the PS1 game to go play through, because I like seeing what this looked like back in the day. Having the like Halo anniversary of being able to switch back and forth between the old graphics and the new graphics. Always appreciate that. But yeah, it seems I really wonder what they changed, because this seems very authentic to that version. And I wonder if a lot of secrets are like one time only, because like these enemies come back. But the earlier ones didn't come back as frequently, or only certain did, so this kind of seems like okay, you got your one chance to grab this enemy and get through in the later levels to grab all the items. And I'm assuming I can't grab these because they look like the bad spikes in Kirby. Yep. Oh, I missed that good pickup. Oh, this wasn't even the main path? This was just a side one? Okay, okay. Your view is pretty tight, so I am running into enemies somewhat. I feel like I don't have like a great view of what's coming up, but I just need to take it slower, I guess. Oh, see, yep, I ran directly into one. Vision 1-1 clear. Oh, I love the storybook view. That's great. And I maybe got all 6 collectibles. Kind of seemed like I did. I don't know if this is just a fireworks display or if that means anything. Okay, sure, let's save. Yep. Save that. Okay, let's check out something else. If y'all have a PS1 game that you're interested in seeing, let me know. Let's go on to... Oh, I really like the style of this level. Okay, so I can't make that jump. I wonder how I would... Oh, I would just not jump up on that platform, but I can't fit under. Huh. Do I have to go around? Yeah, this is cool. I feel like there's already some little puzzle elements on like how to use the enemies I pick up to grab all the collectibles. I don't know how important these are in the like grand scheme of things, but oh, and yeah, that gets me this. This is a cool little game. I'm glad there is some way to access it, and I died. Okay. Let's go on to another one. What was another that was a recent pickup? Let's go look. Actually, let's just go with the A's here. Let's go look at Alundra. I know nothing about this. I really like this animated intro. So this is Legend of Zelda inspired. It seems to be. Those elf ears, I would know those anywhere. I am interested in why in all the anime cutscenes, red hair, but in-game, Link's blonde hair. I don't really understand. Is that a different character we're seeing? Honestly, the cutscenes, it looks like Richter Belmont in a lot of ways, with the like blue jacket and fighting. I guess it was a werewolf, not a vampire, but you know, you see all those things. This is a long intro. Also, it looks like this is an interesting mix of like 2D side-scrolling and the kind of traditional like top-down Zelda. So more like Link's Awakening, maybe? It's very interesting. Wow, though. Like, this animated cutscene, I guess this was PS1 where the cutscenes were getting longer, but I wouldn't expect this much for a hand-drawn animated intro. This thing just keeps going. This is the longest intro I've ever seen. And this isn't like a story dump. This is just like an attractor mode. Like, how much of the game am I seeing? Alundra. I don't remember if there were multiples of these games or if this is the first one. Working Designs. I've heard that name a lot. I don't fully know what they make. I've just heard they maybe had really nice release editions at some point. That could be wrong. Ah, there's my little red-headed Link. I have a jump. This is breaking new ground. I have a slash. Oh, I really like that slash animation too. Well animated. I like that this no, that's incorrect button is like a guitar riff. And of course attack is talk. Yeah, I forgot where my cabin is. Yes, please tell me. For the 5th time, your cabin is the one on the right. Seems like a big boat. Seems like there'd be more than just the right side, huh? So, like this right? Alundra's cabin. I have found it. Go in here. I always like this in these RPGs. They're like layered in a way that basically if you walk on top of your bed, you're then in your bed. Can I go to sleep or who's in there? Let's go to the other cabin. Screaming again. Oh, okay. Pick up and throw boxes. Yeah, this kind of feels like if The Legend of Zelda had a... What was the sequel to the Super Nintendo version? It looks really good. But I don't know how long it will take for me to get past this intro, so I may move on to something else. I may go talk to this very bratty looking kid over here. Looks like he's just having a bad day. Poor La. Ain't one of them freak boys. I don't. I'm sorry, but I don't want to. I don't want to talk to everybody on the. I don't want to talk to everybody to move this along. I don't know what business takes me to such a remote place. We'll try one last thing. Can we go to the top? Oh, that's not where the road I wanted to go. Yeah. On the mast. Can I jump down? No, this jump is useless. Oh, I can't leap once I get lined up, okay. This looks really nice. Seems like a nice Zelda-esque game for sure. Talk to the captain. Your land-loving mind. Oh, okay, maybe I'll see the port here. What are the chances this ship crashes? High? I feel like it's pretty high. Let's go see. God, everybody knows about my dreams. Right to sleep. Look at that peacefulness. Oh, that was a nice transition. Can you hear me? I know people still complain about, oh, there's too many remakes and remasters and all that, but like, look how nice this game looks. Look how few 2D top-down Zeldas we get. This seems like this would be very appreciated today. I kind of wonder what happened to... Is working design still around? Is that still a studio? Oh, they're American games publisher. So I have no idea who made this. This is developed by Matrix Software, another dev I've not heard of. Oh, that looks like a villain for sure. Oh, they didn't make an Alundra 2. It's in the 70s for Alundra 2. Where's Alundra 1 at? 80s? Like, pretty high 80s. Looks like some of the last things that Matrix Software worked on were the iOS ports of Professor Layton. And before that, a bunch of other iOS and Android ports. Oh no. White Knight Chronicles Origins. I did not know that was a thing that existed. It doesn't... Maybe it didn't come here. Okay, again, I probably will switch to another one, but this does look really... Like, I'm very intrigued in this one. Maybe once I get around to playing a lot of those Zeldas that people like, I'll play this one. It does look cool, though. Okay, let's see. What would be one that has like a quick intro? Strider 2, I bet that has a quick intro. So as far as I'm aware, Strider 1, that version is in the arcades and is in some arcade collections from Capcom. So this is the easiest way to get the second game, because I haven't seen those in the arcade collections, but I could be missing something. And I've only played a bit of Strider the remake that came out for like Xbox 360. Oh, maybe that was Xbox. That might have been Xbox One, PS4. And it was kind of a Metroidvania style one. But I do not believe... Let's go to options. Difficult. Oh, that's nice if they have one of those. I don't know where the rest of these... Let's go back. Long fingernails there. Oh, that's... Yeah, this one's gonna get right into the action if that was the intro. Okay, there's a little bit more. A cool metal glider. We are right into it. Yeah, I wonder how different... Like, is this based off another arcade game? It very much seems like it is, but again, I do just remember, like, yeah, the Strider Metroidvania... What does Jeff Gershman call it? Like search and hunt and search or something like that. It definitely had the flip, and that was a cool thing. And these little like hook hands. But this just seems like just a complete action arcade game. Oh, I do have a slide kick? I definitely thought I was gonna die. Oh, I should have hidden under that. Oh, no. Okay, 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 okay. It's a little stiff. Still getting the hang of like how the jump feels, and that's how it feels to die. It feels great. Oh, there goes my glider thing. What does that mean that it's like circling around over there? Okay, let's see. I have my slash. I have like a speed slash button. Really interesting enemy design in here. Oh, I do not know how I take down those little crawler bots. Oh, and I can just break into... Okay. Wow, I really do not know what's going on. I guess this might be the boss. But I said that about something else recently. Okay. They couldn't touch me there. Can I go down into this hole? Can I go into this hole? Yep. Oh. Oh. Seems a little unfair. Couldn't even see that enemy before I got attacked. And I have no idea how it transitioned in and out of the background. And wow, if you thought Hollow Knight had a large slash to be able to take down these enemies. Okay. Definitely an arcade game. That will be very hard. Hopefully you have unlimited continues, but... Oh, yeah, you kinda do. Can I attack different directions? Is this like a communist worm? Can I stand on it? Or does it hurt? I will not find out. It literally has like a hammer and a sickle, right? That's... I don't fully understand how these people become the worm. I can ride on the worm. Does it hurt me? Well, I'm good. Okay, never mind. Okay, let's play something else. Let's try another PS1 game. These Threads of Fate. Actually, let's play Unjammer Lammy, if that's how you pronounce it. Let's see if the music game feels responsive. Okay, I've seen this onion person from Parappa the Rappa. This looks a lot like Rock Band. I don't know why I keep playing music games on stream, because I'm extremely bad at keeping the time while talking on here. The instrument noises in this are not what I expected from a guitar.
What a nightmare!
Yeah. Am I supposed to hold those? I can't tell. The, like, failing noises are a little hard to pick out from the normal music noises. Okay. That's marked as good. I was in bad earlier. Okay, it seems like you're pressing with each one. You do not like hold and release. The second I did that, it seemed to like be bad. But not a lot of feedback on when I've missed a note, seemingly. Or maybe I've not focused on the right thing. Oh, wow. Oh no. Oh, I hope I didn't die. Wow, those long strings are hard to... That moves really fast, too.
I don't know. What is it?
And I always keep forgetting I'm on a PlayStation controller, too. So I don't know it that well.
Wait. What should I do?
What are you afraid of?
Well, look at my guitar.
Guitar? Listen, I lost my dojo, but the dojo remains in my mind. It even has a casino. Dojo casino is all in my mind. You have nothing to lose.
Oh, that's so true. When the casino's in your mind, you have nothing to lose. System save, sure. Ooh, I really like the chocolate menu. That's fun. Replay save. No? Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Well, at least it was due to my not hitting the notes well enough. Let's try this next one. This is Threads of Fate. Another one that seems like it is expensive to buy physically, but is $5.99 or $4.99 on the PlayStation 3 store. Because when I buy this secondhand for a very high price, Sony sees none of that money, or Squaresoft sees none of that money. Just let me pay you for these on more modern platforms. That would be great. I already really like the style of this. It is reminding me of Mega Man Legends. Oh, and there's two different stories? Well, obviously I want these cool rings. This looks very good. It's really giving me Mega Man Legends vibes. And it just looks very sharp. I also like that everything is like flowing in the wind. What is that even supposed to be? Oh, I'm in control now. Wow, this has such nice animations like characters. Let's see, I'll try this pumpkin thing, whatever this is. Oh. I'm so sorry. She does not like pumpkins. Is the king here and upset? I feel like... Oh, wow. She got voted out. The real Game of Thrones here. I've been hearing very good things about Shogun. I feel like I should start watching that show. I feel like someone called Dollmaster might be behind the scenes here. Especially with this creepy costume with the nose. Ah. What a betrayal. Lazy and hungry. That's not how you get the kingdom. Whoa, even Gramps? You gonna fight here? Wow, Dollmaster looks like the biggest villain ever. Look at that smile. Uh-oh, am I gonna get like banned? Okay. I thought I was gonna get teleported out of this castle and then like left to fend on my own. Oh no, pumpkins. Just so afraid of pumpkins. I'm interested in how the other story starts too. Because that did not seem like an interchangeable, like you're either the prince or the princess. It seems like they do start in different areas, I would assume. World domination time. Maybe I'm playing as the villain, actually. Yeah, I'm definitely playing as the villain. Are they going to eat her? Okay, confirmed toilets in this world. So it's more modern than I gave it credit for. Yep, let's take it. Uh-oh. Okay, following them to the forest. Yeah, we should definitely go to the forest. Whatever direction that would be. So that's where I came from. I would assume it's straight through these doors then. Forest. Oh, okay. Forest. Down. Depart. Okay. There's no way to change the camera, so it is all fixed. Kind of interesting. Oh, is this just a like 2D? It's almost like another 2.5D platformer kind of thing. But I guess areas widen. Interesting. And you kind of home in on the enemies as well. So it's a little bit assisted in like how the combos work. Attack with magic, hold down that. Blue magic. Oh, whoa. Coins allow you to stay alive? How strange. Yeah, this is just like a little action RPG. Wow. I didn't see a block button or anything. Okay, let's see. What was my other magic? Was this? Okay, that just shoots bursts. My bubble one kind of seemed like it put up like a constant stream or like kind of rapid fire. And almost every one of these drops magic, so I guess I'll kind of be bouncing back and forth. See, yeah, when these things, oh my gosh, when they attack in like really quick succession, it doesn't seem like I can block. But I can just shoot across these little battlefields to take out enemies. That's cool. And your magic is kind of... Sorry, I keep opening and closing the menu because I think that's going to be the attack button. It is not the attack button. Yeah, I wonder if I may just have to time, like stop mashing and time when I attack a little bit better. I am surprised this noxious green liquid does not hurt me. I really thought I would need to use these rocks, but I can just like hang out. I guess I'm just slower that way. Play hero. Again, yeah, I think I'm playing as a villain here. Maybe there will be a turn. I'm really enjoying all the animation in this game, though. I feel like this looks very nice. But they're just set on eating someone. That seems to be their ultimate goal. I mean, that's pretty effective. Sure, okay. I'm just skipping through all this. Let's, well, we'll see after this cutscene. Maybe I get to save. Okay, so this person might lead me to a relic so I can conquer the world and defeat my sister. Do you think the boys' storyline is more like kind-hearted? I've played one of the like Tales of games on the Switch. It just seemed a little similar to that, but I like that I can like platform around and stuff. I don't know how much that'll come into play, but this does feel like a little more 3D platformer-ish with that action mixed in. Yeah, I feel like these models look extremely good. Maybe this is all coming from the Mega Man Legends fanfare, but I think these really take advantage of the PlayStation. They're like nice little poly, they've got nice expressions, they're very detailed. Things aren't getting like crunched down too much that you can't tell what's going on with these characters. No one in this area knows what their princess looks like. Oh, that must be the other character, right? Yep. I feel like Rue just looks like happy to be here. Rue does not look like they're here to fight or your rival. Wow. Mint just jumps into danger. Look, I didn't even sprain my ankle like Rue. This reminds me a lot of like what is it, Gurman 3D, like all it showed up on PSP, showed up on 3DS. I think there might be a I think there's a Switch version too that they ported over, or maybe it just came to Steam. I think it's Gurman or Gurgurmon. I don't know. This all sounds like nonsense. That's very similar. That's like a little platformer with some, but you have like a drill that you use to battle enemies with. But I believe it started as a PlayStation 1 game. I could be wrong. It's definitely like this type of polygons, this type of world detail, that it would feel at home here if it was not originally ported here, which I thought it was. I thought it was originally a PlayStation 1 game and got ported over, but I remember playing it on PSP a lot, and I remember it coming to 3DS later, and then seeing it on Steam. Oh. Oh yeah, this was literally called Rapid Fire. So with the different ones, that one's just called Raindrops, so that's less clear. It's also fires pretty quickly, just like in a wider area. Oh, what's over here? Does this heal me or something? It does. I actually don't know that I should have used that quickly, but I didn't know what it was. I had a pretty good guess, I guess. Whoa, hold on. Did this like magic? It's cutter now. Oh, I can change the normal status effect or wide status effect. Sorry, I want to see this other one. 5-way shot versus rapid fire. Oh, right. And before it was rapid fire, so this is slower, but it will do the wide shot versus normal. Okay. Cool effect. Is this like a special staircase? Yep, I can understand why this game was recommended. This is very cool. Threads of Fate. I would love to save though. Oh, that was how many steps there were? I bet. I really like this like runaround mode. It did this in the town too, where it's like fixed on one point, but I can run in a circle. Dang, Square was really pumping out a bunch of... Oh, okay. A huge variety of RPGs around this time. I feel like all I hear on the PS1 is just Final Fantasy, Final Fantasy. Oh, okay. See, I mean, I guess I just strafe in the case of those enemies. Okay, I can do like a crit on these, and then it does a little more damage. No. And then they just stampede me. Oh wow. Okay. Hey, but my jump. Wow. I do like this as it's playing with like the 3D though. Like it's actually using this whole kind of arena. Now, I used my heal down there. Is there a way to heal up here? I didn't. It is difficult to outrun that. They just... Now, was this a fight I was supposed to lose? No. No, it wasn't. Okay. Let's go back to sound and see if there's a save point. Threads of Fate. This is a really cool PlayStation 1 game. I don't know. Is there like an inn or something? Do you think this is an inn I can save at? 500 for... Sorry, are there other hotels in the city? Can I use cheap ones, or would she never stay at a cheap hotel? This seems like it's going to be a shop. Cool. Okay. Well, let's just call this one quits. Let's move on to one of the other games in here. And if anyone wants to see a specific... Oh, nobody's in here right now. Hey, if you want to see a specific thing, let me know. Let's see. We've gone through a lot of the newer ones I'd picked up. Let's see what Echo Knight is, because... I know this is one of the early FromSoft games. Again, with most of these, it is very expensive to get a copy of this in physical version, so... This very much, at least from the little I know, is a game that I will probably never play through because I bet it's super hard. But I think the history here is very interesting. And I feel like all I wanted at this time was a first person dungeon crawler, sword fighting, monsters underground type of game. But I know I would not have been able to play this as a kid. This is set in human times. Okay, FromSoft. This is a very interesting intro. I would love for them to do a series set in almost normal times with electricity and all this. I guess there's Armored Core, but I don't know. This is a very interesting setting, I feel like, for them. Am I mixing these up? I thought this was a dungeon crawling one, but this seems like more paranormal? Is this like a Resident Evil more like that? Wow, yeah, I could have I might have conflated two different game series. Whoa. Okay, let's... I can strafe with R1 to the left, R2 to the right. Up and downs are my, like, other triggers. Yeah, is this like a... Oh my gosh, and I cannot use the... I almost need to, like, stand back to really understand what I'm seeing here, because this... It is tank controls as well. Okay, and look down. Okay, wow, I was talking about 100% the wrong game. I can't tell if this is going back to where I was. Okay, new location. See, why would it say it's locked? What is it? Is that just a normal thing that clocks have storage areas inside them? This bed looks like... I guess it's burned, but... It kind of looks horrifying. Okay, am I supposed to find, like, a key or something for this? Whoa, okay. This is... Wait, is this something? Winding key. Okay, yeah, this one could do with a little boost in resolution. It's definitely creepy with this. Everything is so low resolution that it gives it an extra creepy shine, but... Or, like, not a shine. Okay. I got that thing to wind. Right? Small key. Oh, okay. I had to use it on here. And then can I use a winding key? Oh, I select this. Wind a key. Is this like a puzzle game? What? What is this game? Of course. Yep, that makes sense. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I know I don't have it. Okay, whoa. Okay, I can hold like the circle button to stand up or crouch. Oh, this control scheme is hard to get around, but this is like PS1 Amnesia: The Dark Descent or something. I guess Echo Knight does sound more Ghost Story-y than a first-person dungeon crawler. What were those called? Now I'm blanking on what those were. Kingsfield. I thought it was one. I thought it was a Kingsfield. It's not. This is a 100% different game. It looked like that person had a gun. Okay. I mean, these real-time cutscenes are very impressive. They're really going for something here. Oh, is this me now? Or am I the father? Something about these faces is creepy. Yeah, like a whole... all this first-person exploration, like this seems really I'm really like going on the roof here. Can't open it with my bare hands. I don't have an item. Wow, you move slow when crouched. Someday we'll make it back down the ladder. I mean, this is impressive, right? I feel like I didn't see the first-person games that were exploring areas like this. I guess they were shooters, but... is that a skull? Nope, that's what a human face looks like. Just old man. Oh, and... where are y'all going? What is happening? This definitely has the creep factor. I need like a crowbar or something? Like, how would... why would I even need the top of this train car, right? Wouldn't that just get me back in here? Unless there's... I guess there could be maybe some storage. Let me try out the strafe button. Strafe might work faster than walking. Let me strafe over here to see if there's a item on the ground. Y'all are creeping me out. Why are there three people on this train? Okay. I guess that's a normal looking person. But God, there's just something about these people is creeping me out. Oh my... okay, yeah, let's go see what is happening in here. Why'd he give me such a look? And lock the door behind? Of course. Of course. Okay. Oh, is he gonna be behind me? I'll just keep my keep my eyes on the ground. Oh, why did I get... okay, so I could definitely use this to like open the top, right? I wish I could speed this up. There are people being murdered in here. Okay, let's see. Does strafing work faster? No. Wow, that is a snail's pace. Okay, I have to use a tool. Crank. Not... and what would make you think that a, that a crank is useful in this? Oh, do I even want to be in here? Okay. Wait, what? What is happening? This is... How fast you're... Oh. I feel like he could have gotten a bullet off at the same time or something. Shut up. It's not how you escape. What is it? What's up with this little girl not being affected by any of this? Yeah, he is. We could tell that from the beginning. Okay. Does FromSoft need to bring the Echo Knight series back? This is... It's a story with words and characters. Not that their new games don't have those, but I do have to piece those together much more than this is just... Your grandfather is possessed by demons is very clearly spelled out by me. Oh, he killed that guard too? Am I gonna hop down here and rescue this person? Can I lock this thing on my way back so that... Oh, I'm not even going down. Where am I going? Can I... Do I get the blue crystal? Oh, I feel like they're gonna be right next to me or something. Well, I guess I thought the good guy was scary, but that turned out to be wrong. Kinda seems like this girl's also possessed. Can I have the stone? Okay. And there was no guard out here when I went, so like who... Oh, that was the wrong direction. Okay. Why am I just watching this happen? Like, this time I'm close enough to be able to do something. Was that my name? I don't remember what they said. Run, you coward. It feels like, did they jump off to get away? Do not like... Oh, that's because I looked at this book. I forgot where I was in here. Gosh, yeah, I feel like FromSoft needs to do a new Echo Knight. Oh, I do not like these statues either. Why are they... Also, this game's really dark. It's hard for me to... Okay, does it want me to place these so they're like looking at each other? Okay, I'm gonna slowly rotate. Because these puzzles could use some speeding up. That's for sure. Not a... Is this me constantly piecing together, like, relics to go view some old memory, and that pieces the story together? I could have been all wrong about this. Is Echo Knight the next thing I need to be playing? This is weird. Is that like Orpheus or something like that? Orpheus. Also, again, this seems like bold for these to be like real-time cutscenes and like trying to tell a story like this.
Who are you?
Is there somebody there? It's a ghost.
What are you doing? Come with me.
FromSoft, you couldn't have just made a platformer? This is very ambitious for a PlayStation 1 game.
You shall not leave. You mustn't go outside of this.
And it's fully voiced. Well, at least for this part. What is this game? Can I just follow you? Do not.
It's the light. I must fight the power that lurks within this ship. I will come for you once this ordeal is over with. Stay here until then. You mustn't go down there.
Okay. It's Was Richard my name? I can't tell. Was I supposed to have the lights on or off? Okay. Yeah, I don't... No, can't give me... I don't think I need anything there. Okay, I thought they said they were drawn to the light, right? Is that, did I mishear? It is the light. And then I thought... I just feel like there's something... Maybe I don't need to go play Silent Hill, which is also installed on here. There's something about these PlayStation 1's aesthetics and how, like, tough these controls are that almost make this more scary because I know I can't escape. I can't run away. Oh, is there gonna be another ghost right in front of me? Maybe if I just turn on every light in the ship. But, like, again, we're exploring the whole ship in first person? Like, what it... Okay, should I go back into that room and then... I'll just turn... The light was, like, to my left. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Okay. Like, okay, is it actually helping that I don't look at... Okay, fuse box. Okay, so maybe that means this... Oh, no. Okay, so this is a puzzle. System. Key config. Rotate backwards. Oh, there's a King's Field. Oh, that's more strafing. This one might fit. Strafe config 2. Walking effect cursor. Oh. For experts. What is that? Okay, this is much better. Looking up and down will still be a challenge. Let's see. The bottom door was locked. Wow, okay, I felt like it played really bad earlier, or like super sluggish. Oh, why are these lights off again? But that was just because the controls were marked that way. But this feels way better. Oh. This is very Resident Evil. I know you save at typewriter things in there. Huh. I kind of want to play Echo Knight now. Oh my god. Oh, this is another ghost person? Are y'all just all like spirits?
The door.
No, I don't want to experience this memory. Is this what we're doing? I mean, yeah, this is an interesting idea, but... Am I, like, seeing the moments of their death every time? Okay, it's still hard to do, like, aiming up and down, but at least, like, moving around feels less painful now. Yeah, I kind of do. I kind of wanted to know, like, why I'm here. I feel like my face is blank. Hey Doug, how are you doing? How's your day going? We're playing Echo Knight on the PS1. And yeah, it's spooky. It's kind of cool. It seems like it's like FromSoft Resident Evil. Can I not hit the switch? Oh, I've just got to fix the fuses. Have you played any of the early FromSoft games at all? I just feel like I'd heard of like Echo Knight and King's Field and like a few others like that, so I'd been going through the PS3 store to see what other games were cheap that were like super expensive. Yeah, this is a PS1 game. And yeah, this was one that's really expensive physical, so I picked it up on the PS3/PS Vita store or whatever, to just see what it was like, and it's kind of spooky. But it seems like it's got the puzzle solving stuff of like the tiny bit I played of early Resident Evil games and then Resident Evil 2. Dark Souls 2 is the only FromSoft games I played. Oh, I have to use my gloves. Okay. Here's the gloves. I click them, and I get hurt. Okay. And it killed me. Okay. Oh, and then they literally find my ghostly remains because I failed that memory. Huh. So Doug, did you finish Dark Souls 2? I think I've started most Dark Souls, but Dark Souls 2 was the one that pushed me off the hardest because I died and then I was hollowed and didn't have my health, and it was extremely hard to get around. No. Okay. Yeah. I got lost at some point. Yeah. I feel like the Sekiro is much more linear, so I did end up getting through that one, and then I enjoyed Elden Ring a lot. But I need to go back to those original Dark Souls and see if I can tackle those at some point now. But because people just rave about them. Are there any PS1, PS Vita, PSP games that you want me to boot up? Here, I can back out of this for a second. That one is neat, but yeah, I loaded up a bunch of PS1 games on here. I got a bunch of these Dino Crisis and Mega Man Legends and Parasite Eve and stuff. Ooh, PSP games, okay. The ones I have loaded on here, I've got, oh, this is the game I was talking about earlier. Guramin, Joan of Arc, Patapon, which I never fully understood. I've been wanting to go back to one of those. I loaded this up with a bunch of Persona games that I've not played. Patchwork Heroes, Puzzle Quest, Pursuit Force, SOCOM. Some of these minis, because they had that weird thing where it was like, almost like phone games that showed up on here. And then I've got some Vita games. Not nearly as many Vita games, because I was trying to get like just exclusive stuff, and there aren't a ton of them. Yeah, this Gurman thing, was it ever a PS1 game? I feel like when I had booted this up, sure, we can close that, couldn't I? Maybe this was just a PSP downloadable game, and that was it. And it just had the style of a PlayStation 1 game. Let's see, load from file. Hi. The PS Vita had some exclusives. I don't think as much as, like, probably Sony and people wanted, but yeah, 1440. Thank you, Beaker. I remember playing. Okay, yeah, there's no. I was about to say, I think I played this on like my. Oh, this already has a name on it. Yeah, I remember downloading this on my PSP and it being cool that there was like a downloadable fully 3D game that seemed very impressive to me. And I remember the drill stuff being fun, and it like okay. I'm also wondering, they introduced a feature on the okay. Let's see. They introduced a smoothing algorithm here. We'll see how this works. I guess it like smooths it out a little bit. Huh. I don't feel like that like looks much better. Maybe it looks good for like very specific games. Looks nice in motion, but I don't know, I kind of like the chunky look. Yeah, I kind of remember this game just just kind of drilling around, attacking things, and that was it. I don't really remember anything about like the story, if there was anything there. Just remember it being like a fun little action RPG feeling game. That's a fun jump sound effect. Full day. Whatever that means. I mean, this is 1,000 years ago. I honestly can't remember many PSP games that I actually finished. I remember playing around with it. I mainly remember like loading movies on it and it just being like a little entertainment system for a lot of time. I think I finished the Birth by Sleep, the Kingdom Hearts game that was on there. And what is this? Fan cute cakes? That cannot be right. But I feel like I actually finished way more DS games than I did PSP games for some reason. Probably just that I was a really big Nintendo fan and was more likely to finish those. Watching movies on PSP, did you never do that? I would have like I'm trying to remember if Handbrake was even around at that time, but like converting movies, taking a DVD, ripping it to your computer, compressing it way down and fitting it on a like on one of those memory sticks, and then you'd have a couple movies in there and like watch movies on it. Would be disappointed. Yeah, probably. I honestly, I think most most filmmakers would be disappointed. Like now people complain about people need to watch it on the cinema, they don't need to be watching on their phone, but I think they'd be even more offended of it being on a PSP screen, heavily compressed so it could fit onto that tiny memory card. There's a hole in the wall. Okay, isn't that where I just went? Is there... What do you need from me here? Life as a miner. Station shop. Go into the... Do I just press against the hole? I messed up. Okay, let me see. Tried hitting my face buttons, but... Yeah, I don't remember either. This is the first thing I went to as well to see if I could interact with this hole. I like this little wall running as I tilt to the side. And I don't think I... Well, let me see. Yeah, that's ringing a bell. And I remember getting my, like, drill, being able to interact with stuff. I can open my eyes underwater. But yet... Maybe I need to talk to the shop. Oh, I didn't remember... Yeah, I mean that sounds like Minish Cap. It could also be... it could also be this game. Oh, Demolitions Expert. Okay, okay. Okay, let's go into the middle shop. What? This guy's being a creep, okay. Let's Go back into full day. Okay, yeah, I equip all those to get certain stuff. Yeah, I feel like this is why I kept thinking this was a PS1 game, because it looks in that style, kind of reminds me of like Mega Man Legends and everything. But you're also the only person I've heard talk about this game. I remember playing it on my PSP, and that's about it. I don't remember anyone else talking about this. I can't even attack or anything yet, right? Okay, let's check one more time. Cannot go this way. The mayor tells me that I'm supposed to go... Okay.
Hey, is that a kid?
Was that just because I tried to walk to the door? Oh, these are the little creatures. Right. They're almost like Pikmin now that I see them again.
Tastes good, honest. Help! This is a job for my super pretty special kid. I knew I wasn't the
I
only
wonder who even made this game.
Thank you. That's some outfit you've got. What's your name? Pino. I'm Pino the monster. Monster? Who in the world are you talking to, child?
Of course. Only children can see this. Yeah, I guess I didn't connect that she just drop kicked that dog.
Wow, a real monster.
It was attacking someone, but was that really the best course of action here?
No, I was just surprised. Really? I never thought I'd
Let's see if I
meet a
can remember how
real
to spell this
monster.
game.
Hey,
Oh, I can't skip this cutscene. Wow, what an intro. Oh, right, you have that little leaf head. Yeah, all these monsters are ringing a bell now. The memories are flooding back, yeah. Oh, this is the same studio that did the Ys games, Legend of Heroes, Trails, all of those. I did not realize. And this was re-released on film, or not on film, on Steam. So you can get it on Steam right now, and it's actually got pretty high reviews on there. But yeah, this was a 2007 release. Wow, that's much older than I thought. Oh, it turns out I own this game on Steam and didn't realize that. So yeah, there's kind of a HD port of this game. I think HD is probably very likely. Huh. Yeah. Remembering I own something in multiple places. I want to hit one thing with my drill. Oh, yep. Okay. This is the drill. And is this the ruins, do we think? That says to town. Okay. And I assume this is the ruins. No ancient ruins here. Well, I'm glad it narrows it down to where I can go. Ruins. Let's skip these cutscenes. Let me just hit a few things. Instant transmission. You can destroy all kinds of things. Charge up. Oh, I can toss enemies in the air. You know, I always thought this game seemed fun. It's kind of surprising to me that it comes from like Falcon or whatever, like the East developers. It also makes me wonder why this wasn't talked about more, because it came from a like pedigree of action RPG stuff. It also makes me feel a little bit better, because I feel like this would be around the time that I was buying just like trash license games, or like games that really don't hold up, but this one actually like seems to have some fondness behind it. Hi Jack, how are you doing? How's your day going? Or night going at this point? Not enough marketing? Probably, and I don't think I was paying attention to Falcon, or however you say that, games at that time. I only now really know about like the Ease series and that those things exist. Oh wow, I just get like very heavy invincibility frames during that. Okay, yes, I remember these box enemies a lot. Yeah, I feel like this still feels like stuff around and leveling up and like, again, not getting very far, but definitely just like wasting time. Oh, I disconnected again. Hopefully I wasn't disconnected for too long. I don't know why it keeps warning me like a second before, and I don't think my internet's trash. Maybe it is. So sorry if I lost signal for a second there. It's never happened before. I don't know why. Is the stream quality at least good? It said that OBS. It said OBS reconnected, which made me think it disconnected. But I don't know if you noticed. Okay, that's good to know. Oh wait, I didn't even read what this is. Is this like a fire pit? Drops when I take damage. Dig them up to restore one level. Okay, that's what that. These just just basically larger enemies, I guess so. Oh, I forgot there's so many destructible things too. Yep. Yeah, I still have a PSP. That's what I have a, what, PSP like 3000 or something? The like, I think very latest one before PSP Go. That was really light and plasticky. But the nice thing about it is it accepts those component cable hookups. So I was recording PSP footage with that, but I'll probably do it all through the PSTV now. Because I think it'll just be a little easier. I may go back for some stuff if I want to experience like what was it like to play on PSP with the little control stick nubbin thing. But if I want to play for a full controller, I'll probably do it here. The PSP is just such a cool piece of hardware. Like those spinning discs, even though it feels like they're just constantly getting scratched up, and somehow none of mine have stopped working. It's just such a cool little piece of tech. It still feels like very sleek and cool, but yeah, I need to actually finish some PSP stuff. And the PSP Go, I still want to get one of those. It's for no use. It's like me going to get like a Game Boy Advance SP at this point when I have like 5 other ways to play Game Boy Advance games. Like the PSP Go, the Game Boy Advance SP are such cool little handhelds, but like, especially because most of the time I want to play something and be able to record the footage. They're kind of like useless to me, other than they're just so cool. I want one so badly because they're such nice pieces of tech. Do I just? Oh, it's because I'm at full health. Nice. I bought a 3000 in 2013, it's still working pretty. Yeah, I've had no issues. Like honestly, the only thing I ever worry about is the UMDs maybe breaking down, but those have never broke down for me. And I do really like that maybe it's 3DS and stuff. I like that the PSP, the battery was so easy to get to, so that you could theoretically still go like trade it out or swap it out if you needed to do repair, which is helpful. Not that I've had to, but okay, I can move a reinforced box, but I can't break it, and I just move it. I just really need to hold for a while here. Yep, there we go. Yeah, the PS3 3000, when I picked that up, it was a bundle that came with Rock Band. And I think a lot of my friends had a PSP at that point. And so I think they convinced me like I should trade in Rock Band, or maybe the GameStop employee did. It's like, oh, the bundle's technically cheaper, and then you can trade us in Rock Band and you can get whatever game you want. And so I did that. I got rid of Rock Band, got whatever game I wanted, and then I think there was a Rock Band demo or something on the eShop, and I played that for like 20 minutes, and I was like, well, dang, I really like this Rock Band game too. Because I had like the home version, but I just didn't think it'd work on a portable, but it was a fun little rhythm game. So I think I ended up going back to GameStop the next day and like re-buying Rock Band. So that probably wasn't the smartest move, but I remember thinking that Rock Band Unplugged or whatever was really fun. And I don't even know what I got for it on like my first day. Oh yeah, I always love a good rhythm game. I can't say I'm like the best at them, but I really enjoy them. Like I picked up all the Theat Rhythm and the Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory and all that on the Switch. Those I have a really good time with. They're just fun, like, kind of time waster things, but again, that's a hard one too if I'm trying to capture something to like stream or play, because I'm always worried about like, oh, this music is gonna get copyright struck or something like that. But I really like those games. What did you trade it with? I feel like one of my earliest PSP games was probably either Mega Man, Maverick Hunter. I remember having that really early on. And then the other one I had really early on was... actually, let me save this. The other one I had really early on was... Oh, the Burnout games, like Burnout Revenge or whatever, the Burnout Legends. So I definitely remember playing those and having a really, really good time. And I bet that was my, like, my first picks on there. Let's see, I need to return this back to just... Load from file, PSP Vita. What was your first PSP game that you went for? Vita 720. Oh, okay, that already stopped the recording. Okay, let's play a Vita game. This is an exclusive. Phantasy Star Portable 2. I did have... I think I just had the first one. But I did have a Phantasy Star game, and I really enjoyed that. Honestly, it felt a lot like Gurman or whatever. And then it was just kind of like an action RPG, hack and slashy thing that I really, really enjoyed. I've never played the multiplayer in a Phantasy Star game. And I feel like that's probably where a lot of the fun comes from, and I've just completely missed out on that. Gundam versus Gundam. I've never played... I assume that's one of the, like, 3D ones where you, like, battle other Gundams in a battlefield kind of area. Like an arena battle or something. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I've never played through or played any of the Gundam ones. Let me write that down. Gundam versus Gundam. So this one, Muramasa, this was one I was really excited to have access to a Vita for. Because I have the Wii version of this game that I very much want to play. This is another one by... Oh, what is the studio? The studio that did 13 Sentinels and all those. That has really nice art. They had a Wii version, and this is the, like, quote-unquote HD version, but it only made it to Vita. It never got a PS4 port or anything like Odin Sphere or any of the others, like, in this thing. Like, so I was very interested to check this out. Let's see. Encyclopedia. Gundam versus... And this is a PSP game? Let's see. I see Mobile Suit Gundam Seed. Was this a Japanese game? UK game or something? Whoa, there's a lot more once I take the US filter off this. Oh. Kido Sensei Gundam. Gundam versus Gundam. Gundam versus Gundam Next Plus. Oh, play the next place. It's the update version. Oh, okay, okay. Okay. This is added to my wish list to keep track of this now. Yeah, that's where I was gonna check was eBay for it. Vanillaware, that's who makes this game. That's what this is. Not for the faint of heart. Okay, I guess I'll do the normal. Yeah, I always wanted to play a Gundam game, but I never... Oh, there's 2 story modes in here? Oh, okay. I've never really played any of them. I did play... Yeah, I loved, like, Custom Robo, Gotcha Force. I even have some of the Macross games, or at least one of them. So I was always for giant robots, but yeah, I never... Sure, we'll do the tutorial so I know how to play this. Sure, I understand that. Moving. Macross triangle. I don't remember what the one I had was. Give me just a sec. It's Japanese though too. I'll put that on my list. Okay, let me. Okay. Let's see, let me catch up on what you sent, Doug. Okay, let's see. I added Gundam vs. Gundam. You talked about Macross. Macross Triangle on PSP. Triangle Frontier? I assume that's the right one? Also, I've been so surprised. Anytime I've ordered a game off eBay that's from Japan, it gets here so quick. It feels like it gets here quicker than it does shipping in the same country. Yeah, what is... Hold on, I'm gonna look at my shelf real quick to remember what this was. Okay, the game I had for the GameCube was Robotech Battle Cry. That may not be the same thing as Macross. I don't remember the if there was a naming change on that or anything. And then the other one you recommended was Gundam Breaker 3 Break Edition. Okay, let's see. And Gundam Breaker 3 was not a PSP specific... Oh, okay, yeah, this is a PS4. Oh, and a Vita game. Break Edition. Dang, this one's more expensive. I wouldn't have thought of like PS4 modern game. Okay, Robotech is the same as Macross, okay. That makes sense. I feel like when I was looking through the pictures of the games you sent, it was, it looked like the same design where like the legs hang down from the ship or whatever. Okay, Gundam Breaker 3, you can make your own Gundam. That's cool. What? I feel like there were some on Steam, some Gundam games that came to Steam, but I've always just been at a loss for like what... Oh, Gundam Breaker 4 is on here. And right, there was that weird first-person shooter one. Oh, Gundam Breaker 4 is coming soon. That's new. Don't get that one, it's trash. Oh, okay. Good to know. Wait, so is this one already out in Japan or something? The Gundam Breaker 4? How do you already know it's bad? Oh, yeah, this... There was a Game Boy... Okay, oh, it's literally called New Gundam Breaker. This is a new 3DS type of naming. I thought you just meant the newest one. Okay. Well, I hope Gundam Breaker 4 is good, because I would love to have one of those on the, like, Steam Deck to be able to play. That seems very fun. I was trying to think. There was a game I played on 3DS, Little Battlers Experience. It's probably closer to my like custom robo type of thing, but I thought that one was very cool. That I was going like having these little toy robots, and I guess they're technically like Beyblades and Pokemon and all that stuff, but with robots. And that one seemed like a very cool arena fighter robot game. Yeah, LBX. I need to play more of it. That was like I feel like that came out like as the Switch was like coming out or maybe out, that like nobody really played it. But I remember thinking it was very cool. Oh my gosh, I am. Yeah, 3DS one. I just always have struggled, like when I've seen those games in stores, I've kind of always assumed they would be like almost Dynasty Warriors, like just hack and slash and not have like, I don't know, much meat to the combat. But I admittedly have not played much of them to know if that's the case or not. I've just kind of assumed that in a lot of cases. But I'm always down for a big robot experience. This game feels kind of odd to play. Like you do the thing where you like hold down and then like really like it. I remember the Wii controls feeling like surprisingly good, and honestly, it does feel a little odd. Like maybe some of the unique Wii controls were carried through into this version a little bit. It probably still feels better that you have a button for every single input. But I am surprised it feels different than just a plain hack and slash, which is probably good. Probably good that this has some like unique control scheme, but it's definitely a harder to jump into than I thought it would be because it controls differently. But the art on display is still very nice on this. Yeah, I would very much like to play more of this game. I know that some of the what are these middleware games. This looks like it's like lagging on my capture. I don't know if my card's getting hot because I've been streaming for a while. But yeah, I wonder how long this is. I feel like some of the Vanillaware stuff is like exceedingly long. It's lagging on your end too. Yeah, I don't understand why this game has, especially since they added, I could understand the Wii port not coming anywhere else, but the fact that they did a Vita port, you would think that would be so, like you're already on a controller at that point. You can already play with the PS4 controller on it. It seems like this one, what was the last, they re-released Grimoire Once More or whatever, that was like the kind of RTS game or like tower defense or something. I have it, I've not played much of it. It is odd that this one has not been brought over after all this time, especially because I had heard of this way more than I had about the Grimoire or whatever. Speaking of these like action RPG type of stuff, one of the games that's on here that's the exclusive, maybe go into is when I was looking for like, actually I don't even know if these count as the same thing. They're probably not action RPGs at that point, but I feel like there's several Monster Hunter-like games on here, and I am very into Monster Hunter. I really love Monster Hunter, and that doesn't even have my RPG elements. That's just a gear grind. Let's see, is there a way to... settings... I'm just going to assume that this saves for me in some way. I'll just go back to here. This one, Soul Sacrifice Delta. This was the one that I had been told that was a unique semi-Monster Hunter-like exclusive Vita game. And then the other one that was on here is Freedom Wars. And I have that, but I have it on a cartridge somewhere. I have not booted this up on here, so who knows how well this works. And I need to get my, I've got the Vita to micro SD adapter that lets me like put way more stuff on here and not use their proprietary super expensive memory cards. But I need to move a lot of my stuff over to it so that I can have my like full library on here. Kind of interesting. I played a little bit of this on the Vita itself. I have not transferred over any of my things, so who knows? We'll see if this like has a quick startup. But I feel like Freedom Wars, I think, was the same people who did like the God Eater series. But it has an interesting, like, you're in the future, and I think it's where you're like in jail for like millions of years, but as you go fight monsters out in the world, it lowers your jail sentence so you can eventually gain your freedom. I think that's what the story was. And so it has like the bits where you're kind of in like walking around the jail area and like interacting with like other prisoners that are your friends, and then you like join up with them in the field. That had like guns and like Monster Hunter type weapons and more projectile ones. And then this one's all like magicians fighting other magicians and like breaking the boundaries or rules of what you're allowed to do with magic or something. But it also has the Monster Hunter kind of like arena fighting gear stuff.
Did you hear that awful cry?
Oh, I was looking the wrong way.
Did you hear that awful cry? What should I
Also,
do?
I'm very interested in what the game was you were bringing up and then forgot the name of.
I'm next.
What are the other Monster Hunter games I have on here? I have the Tokiden games, and I think I have Tokiden 2 on the PS4.
An evil sorcerer who devours human sacrifices. Help me! I hear footsteps. Makusa's henchmen have come. No! Wait! Please!
I haven't finished Tokiden. Yeah, I've barely played any of them. I just really got onto a kick of like, let me get every single Monster Hunter type game I can because I like Monster Hunter. And I just wanted to see like what other influences and things were out there, what other like Monster Hunter likes there were.
My secrets
But I've spent the most time in the Monster Hunter games.
to escape. I couldn't tell anybody that I was reading that book. I was almost there.
I'm gonna skip ahead in the cutscene to see if it will let us play some.
Hey! You there!
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, you! Over here!
Okay, so supposedly you can click in the stick, and then I can use the little touchpad to like rub around and click around to interact with the like Vita things.
You must read me next. It's your destiny.
So I didn't realize it would put like a little cursor over the screen. But I do like that they built this in because yeah, this seems like way more compatibility if you just do the tiny few touchscreen things in here. What do I think about Tokiden? I think the little bit I played of 1 almost felt like Monster Hunter Rise. It felt very similar to that because of the time period it was in, or like the visual style. And yeah, that cursor does not fit at all. It's just like an overlay. But it felt more, yeah, it felt like Monster Hunter Rise, maybe a little pared back, because Rise does some kind of wild stuff that's like, I guess, more non-traditional and more action-based. And then Tokiden 2, the little I played of that had the, like, I think that one had big grapple usage, so it felt even more like Rise, like way, way earlier. So I was just impressed with that, and they both seemed fun. I like that you're fighting the like demons in those that look very different than like, I don't know, the somewhat more realistic monster stuff. Okay, I'm trying to remember how this works because your spells act like different weapons in this from what I remember. So like right now I have this spell open, or I can turn my spell off and go with this like feather spell that I can use to like do different attack types. But you have like a basic spell that is basically like a weapon. Like it's like having my sword out when I have this one. It's odd, and there was ways to like dip into like you could use your health to boost up your attacks, or you could like boost up your magic at the expense of your. Yeah, there was some interesting trade-off things that were kind of cool in here, but I have not played much of it. And yes, I think this was a Vita exclusive game. This and Freedom Wars that I'd heard a lot of people really liked because you could group up like on 3DS and play Monster Hunter and stuff. You could do that on these two. But again, I don't know like why. I don't see much news about like Vita ports coming to anything else. I guess they have, because I think like a lot of the Ease games were Vita exclusive at some point and then came over. This is your nightmare, the serpent from the sea? I mean, yeah, it's pretty awful. But is it a serpent? Because it has tiny little arms when it stands up. It's kind of like an alligator with a face on it, maybe. Oh gosh, do I have a? Surely I have a block attack and like a. Fear the sea. I mean, as you should. I feel like this means you definitely are not a fan of the game Dredge, where it's all about you going around the sea and like dark Cthulhu-esque things or H.P. Lovecraft things like bubbling up while you're trying to fish. Oh, I just have the A button does my dodge. Okay.
Choice. Behold the black rite.
Subnautica is the ultimate horror game. Yes. I haven't even made it far enough in Subnautica to actually see the ultimate horrors. I just swam down to the bottom to collect some resources one time and heard like an odd bubble, and I was like, I don't know if I can do this. Like, I think I just saw normal, non-violent fish and was still too creeped out by some of that.
Well, how did it feel to relive the past? What you saw, you met Magusar, I presume, back before he went positively mad. No, you're not dreaming. This is just what I do. Every secret is written within me. To find the answers, read me to the end. I even tell the secrets of Magusar. Study the journal closely, and you may think of a way out of this terrible mess. You'd be the first to succeed. The rest have failed miserably, I'm afraid.
You ever reached the big sinking ship? No, I honestly, I maybe made it 2 nights in, or like 1 night in or something. Like, it was the smallest progress. I would like to go play it, but I was very alarmed at how freaked out I got, how like so quickly. Because it was just like you turn to the side and you'd like catch a fish or a sound or something that was like, oh, okay, yep, that's really creepy. I need to get out of here, and like swimming as fast as you can when maybe nothing's even chasing you.
It is the stone cold truth.
What is in the big sinking ship? I assume something creepy. Is this like Mario 64 and the eel? So like one of these quests is like a Monster Hunter quest, and you like go do these things, and they all get the same rating where they have like a number of stars on difficulty and everything. Oh, there's a big snake. Yeah. I feel like in most games I have the option to like jump up on like a high ledge so they like can't get to me, something like that. But yeah, in a swimming game, it's just like we're all on the same level. There's no getting out of here. Everyone has access to me. I just need to get into a ship, and the ships are so far away. It scared me for life.
Stay the hell awake or die.
Alright. I can increase my life, boosting my defense, or increase my magic, boosting my attack. Which I think that, like, kills whatever it was. Yeah. And this feels like I'm like shooting blood out of my body to attack. Yeah, the little I played with this like got like weirdly dark with like what each spell cost you, which is kind of a cool idea. But this was like the furthest from Monster Hunter in terms of like how it felt to like actually play the game and what it did and everything. And I think not quite. Oh, there's a quest complete. And I wanted to see if I got to at least the level 2 of one of these. So once I can fill up like the right bar, I'll gain access to new stuff, but the quest is over. Phantasy Star Nova. Yes, the person who actually gave me all these Vita games and everything, they gave me Phantasy Star Nova, the Japanese copy, but I don't think I could play it yet. I really need to transfer it over to here. But yeah, like this magic spell basically gives me an axe when I use it. I have my like sort of like, I don't know. The spells are like all different types of weapons, but they're like limited use almost in battle because they all cost something. It's an interesting but odd game. Yeah, I haven't played anything of Nova. I think when I had booted it up, since I had to factory reset the PSP or the Vita, I think it still had like the region lock stuff on it. So I need to, now that I've got this all set up, I need to get it all loaded back on here to try. And I think I have Phantasy Star Online 1 and then Japanese 2 for the Dreamcast that I've not touched. I have Phantasy Star Universe and then one of them on the PSP. But I know there's ways that you can still play online. At least I thought it was region locked. Maybe that's not right, but maybe it was just in a different language and I needed a guide to be able to access it, or the servers were down. There was something about it that I think when I put in Phantasy Star Nova Japanese version, it had some issues with that. But yeah, I've got quite a few Phantasy Star games. I really want to get the one for the DS, Phantasy Star Zero. Again, I don't know when I'll get to playing them because they're like long, lengthy RPGs, and it seems hard for me to like play them in a reasonable time to get a video out and not churn on it forever. But I very much want to play them. I was also, when I played a little bit of the Dreamcast one, I didn't realize that the attacks are kind of like timing based. I thought it was just a combo where you like keep mashing, but the fact that you have to kind of like bump, 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 like hit them in a like certain order to get them to attack was not something I expected in there. Zero is pretty short. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, and I like checking out like 3D games on the DS because it feels like it's just like a N64 2 type of thing with like what's on there, and it's always kind of cool to see. Let's see. I want to load up a 3D PSP game for a second. I'll do this one. I've not played like any of this. Just to fully round this out. I played a bunch of PS1 games. We played some Vitas. Play a second of PSP, and I think there is a profile on here for PSP. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Yeah, and I think I picked up Universe specifically because I saw it had like a story mode, but it seems like maybe that story mode wasn't like the best received. I don't know if that's just because people like the multiplayer or something else. I'm not sure how that like what's your ranking on the wait, I need to go to new. What's your ranking on the Phantasy Star games? And do I need to play online to enjoy my time with them? Or even, I guess, is more than enjoy my time. Do they, I wonder if like finishing the story for them is just too difficult by yourself, or just not as fun by yourself. I know there are other servers that you can get connected to them, so maybe it would be something I could. I remember seeing this game advertised a lot for PSP. And I think I have it digitally because it was given away at some point, like on a PlayStation Plus or something like that. Wait, this might have been given away because of the PlayStation hack. I think they gave away some free games for that, and I think this is what I got from it.
I hope you brought your flak jacket. These army renegades are out for blood.
I think Universe is on PC. Oh, interesting. Campaigns are designed for single player. Oh, okay, okay. So if the campaign's designed for single player, I assume there's like a bunch of extra bonus missions or raids or something you would do as a group.
Jump on that vehicle and commandeer it. Shoot the driver, for Pete's sake! 5 more barrel carriers to go. Hurry!
Fill the justice bar for special abilities. Nothing feels more like justice than leaping onto a car and shooting someone over and over repeatedly. Yeah, that feels good. The hard missions are for multiplayer. That's good to know. Okay. Yeah, I was assuming like, okay, a lot of these are gonna be suited for multiplayer and it's not gonna be fun for me myself to actually play it. But honestly, that kind of lines up with like how Monster Hunter structures its stuff, which I've always appreciated. the way you were just like
How come Pursuit Force sent a Sally like you to do a soldier's job?
fully just unloading on them and they just kind of pay you no mind is hilarious to me. Like, this guy is still trying to drive and I'm just on top. I have full justice now. Oh, okay. Someday I will go and play through those Burnout games and check out the PSP one, but I kind of forget how like low res the PSP is because it was such a small screen.
Watch your fire, or we'll have a major contamination on our hands.
Oh, climb up with. But the PSP sure was like comparing this to like a DS game. It's kind of wild to even see the two side by side. Because these do feel like just mini PS2 games, and the DS maybe like felt like an N64 a lot of the time. Look behind, okay. Great time for me to look behind there. Yeah, I don't know if these drivers like. This is not the right time to master the art of focus. They should be focusing on other things but the road, but they're just such good drivers, you know? They never take their eyes off the road. These people are never gonna text and drive. Also, them threatening to use deadly force, like my character has never stopped using it.
Way to hustle!
They believe in their combat.
I've seen worse.
Okay, that sure is a PSP game. Return to HQ. But you know, that's a neat, that's a different twist on driving racing games. That's at least neat for this. Okay. I think I'm gonna call it quits. This is I don't think it even tells me how long I've been streaming for, but I feel like we've fully tested the PSP TV, PlayStation Vita TV, PlayStation TV, whatever this was named in all these different countries. Let's go back to playing Vita mode. 3 hours? Oh no. I'm gonna be so tired. Surprised my voice isn't gone more, but... Well, thanks for hanging out, Doug. It's nice talking to you. I've written down all my big robot fighting games to keep an eye on eBay for now. And maybe I'll get those loaded up on here sometime to try out. I appreciate the recommendations. And yeah, I've now got access to some cleaner PS1 games to record. And gosh, I'm so interested in playing some more Echo Knight now, even though it scared me, so. Okay, yeah, see you later. Thanks for watching, anybody else who tuned in or watching this later. Hopefully I will have some long-form videos done in the future. I'm just getting back home and settled after trips and work deadlines and work trips and all this, so sorry if things are a little delayed, but getting back on track, and look forward to some stuff in the future. So yeah, thanks for watching if you watch this. Otherwise I will see y'all in the next video. Have a good night.